Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Vibrant Soul Tarot and I'm super excited to have you here today. In today's pick a card, we are going to be taking a look at how the person on your mind currently feels about you. So what are their current thoughts and feelings at this current time about you and about the connection? So we have these three piles to choose from. Pile number one, starting right here, we have the Gentle Heart Tarot along with this piece of black obsidian. Pile number two, we have the Neoteric Feminine Tarot along with this piece of orange calcite. And for pile number three, we have the Fountain Tarot along with this piece of blue calcite. So please take your time. If you need to, you can pause the video right here. When you do have your pile selected, I will post the timestamps in the description box below for your convenience, and I will see you beautiful souls at your pile. Bye! Hi pile one, thank you for joining me. If you chose the black obsidian stone or the Gentle Heart Tarot deck, then this is your reading. So today we are asking the question of how the person on your mind currently feels about you and about your situation. So Spirit, if you can please tune me into my pile one's energy, please. And if you can please tune me into how the person on their mind is feeling about them, what may be going on with them, and what they need to know at this current time, please. Thank you. So how does the person on my pile one's mind feel about them? Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. We also have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Emperor. I'm going to try to fit all these on there because I feel like they kind of go with this little story here. Okay. First, let's get a few clarifiers. So let's clarify this. And Five of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Ace of Crystals. The Ace of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. And why do we have a Knight of Wands here, please? We have the Sun. And the King of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here? We have the King of Swords. Interesting. And the Nine of Swords. I just realized this is like a lot of cards, but oh well. It's telling a story for me, so I'm kind of digging. I'm into it, guys. Okay, and then we have the Ten of Cups clarifying the Nine of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Crystals, which I'm going to use to clarify the Emperor. Okay, there's a lot to cover here. So basically, I feel like something has happened with you and this person that has made this person feel a little bit insecure, possibly shut out at this time, and they're kind of dealing with some emotions, like some abandonment issues, whatever the case is with this person. They're feeling it right now. I do feel like this person is really inspired though to be a more stable figure in your life with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor here as well, and with the Sun clarifying the Knight of Wands. I do feel like this person it's almost like this person has a burst of energy to like contribute something to this connection that I feel like they haven't been able to contribute in the past. And I think the fact that we have the King of Swords now clarifying the King of Pentacles, it's like, yeah, they're trying to be more strategic here and trying to be more stable. Maybe in the past, if this person wasn't the type of person you could rely on, or because maybe they were in this like Knight of Wands energy, they're feeling like they want to be more in this King of Pentacles energy, because the King of Pentacles is someone that you can rely on, and it's someone that you can depend on, and someone that is very stable in your life. They're not going to just be all crazy like the Knight of Wands, in and out, doing whatever the heck they want, you know? And I do feel like this person does have fears though when it comes to actually being happy, which may have caused these, like in the recent past, this like, if it's self-sabotaging or whatever the case is, you know, arguments, whatever has happened. I do feel like it is kind of through a fear of like, it sounds so silly when you say it, but like a fear of being happy, or a fear of actually getting what you want, because that comes with a lot of insecurities inside someone, you know, because there's the possibility that could be taken away. There's the possibility that this person could be, you know, made to look a fool, or could be hurt, and whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? And I think they kind of worry if they can still have this as well too. I think they may have thought that they screwed it up at one point in time. And but for the most part, I'm really seeing like with the King of Swords, it's like they're trying to get their mind right as well, like, and make the proper decisions and the correct decisions that they need to make in order to bring this connection either back into balance, or to bring it back, I guess, altogether. And then we have like the Ace of Wands is really telling me that's like the inspiration that I was seeing. This is also the attraction that I feel they have felt towards you. But it's, yeah, in this particular reading with this particular cards, I do feel like it is a spark of inspiration. Like whatever had happened here, this emotional you know, event, or whatever you want to call it, or maybe this was just things built up over time, things that they're carrying with them as well. Maybe you shut this person out and they're feeling this Five of Pentacles and this Queen of Cups. Are having to kind of sit with these emotions, and they're realizing that maybe that they weren't as compassionate or caring towards your emotions as they should have been. I do feel like right here there was a lot of contemplation, and maybe this person even had time, or in the actual capability to think about this. And I say that because of whatever had happened, you know. And then so it's kind of sparked this light, or sparked this flame, where they're like, okay, no, I want to rebuild this, you know, connection. I want to work on this connection with the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like they're realizing that it may take some time and it may take some work, but we have the Knight of Wands and the Sun here too. It's like they're like, I can do it. Like that's why I was like, this is telling a story to me, that they're like, okay, I can do it. Like, you know, I have the drive, I have the passion, and it looks good. It looks positive, you know, as of right now. And then so they're like, well, I have to be, you know, that person that my pile one can rely on, and I have to make better decisions. And then we have this Nine of Swords, where they're like, oh, that's a lot of change. That's hard for me to do. Am I going to be able to do this? I think this is when the doubt creeps in, and also this is when this energy creeps in too, where they're like, is my pile one still gonna want to do this? I don't know. This is what I want, but this is how I feel. And then we have the Emperor, which is really coming in, I feel, as like a lesson for this person. This is coming in as like a spiritual lesson, where this person's like, okay, like I have to be better, I have to change, or it's not going to go the way that, you know, I see right here with this Sun and this Knight of Wands. Like it's not gonna be that way. And I do feel like this person is also realizing, because the bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Crystals, the Ten of Wands. I do feel like this person is realizing that it's going to take a lot to probably get this connection where they want it to be. I don't know if this person has the strength right now to do it, because this kind of means that, you know, that they have a lot going on. A lot of burdens. This could also be things that I feel like they're carrying still from the past, that are connecting this connection, as in like the way that they go about things and the way that they act and stuff like that. Yeah, because under here we have the Seven of Pentacles. So there is some doubt here, but it's like they're realizing they got to put in work, you know? And And the work I feel is mostly on themselves, because we have like this big boss energy that they need to be stepping into. The fact that we both have the knights, and then we have the kings, and then we have the emperor, because the kings are the masteries of the suit. So like mastery of the pentacles, mastery of the swords, you know what I mean? Master of your mind, master of the physical realm, things like that. This is what this person is realizing. And the emperor is like all of the kings mixed together. The emperor is like, you know, the big boss that you at the end of the game or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so they're realizing that, you know, I feel like too, I'm hearing that you've been leveling up, pile one, and so they're realizing that they need to level up as well too. And so this has kind of brought them in this Knight of Swords energy. They're like, can I do it? I don't know. This is new to me. This is getting me out of my comfort zone. My ego is freaking screaming right now. And so but there's obviously, they feel like they want to do it for you. It's just a lot of inner turmoil and a lot of growth that I feel like this person is going through at this time. But let's actually pull some oracles to see if there's any other things. We also are going to be getting some channeled messages as well as advice for you, pile one. So okay, so how is this person feeling about my pile one, please? Oopsies. We have the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Okay, so this is the crown chakra, and this means this is the very spiritual card. This is your divine insight. This is like this person's spirit team as well, like, you know, trying to level them up, and they do feel very connected to you spiritually, not just, you know, just like regular, or like, I guess, I don't know what regular is these days, but you know, they feel very connected to you on a deeper level is what I'm seeing with this card. I do feel like maybe there's some telepathy involved as well too. I don't know if this person is aware enough to know that, but this is like something that they're kind of realizing. Like if you and this person have talked about that, like, yeah, you guys are definitely connected on the spiritual realm as well. And, you know, this can also indicate too their thoughts, like kind of like this King of Swords energy and stuff. And so, you know, they are constantly thinking about you and wondering. I can see here with this spread as well. Oh, 111 as I look on the clock. So that could be significant. I can see here as this spread, there is a lot of contemplation in there. You do weigh on their mind very heavy. So, yeah, but mainly I'm getting very much spiritual vibes from this 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Like they're getting intuitive messages about you. You guys' higher selves may even like speak to each other, or like you may even just be like, if you're thinking about them constantly, or like say you're like trying to just get your mind off it or whatever, and like you're going and doing something else, and then like it feels like they just creep into your mind, or like they pop into your mind with some sort of thought. That's probably because you guys are connected on that level and they're thinking about you too. So it's not just like a one-way street, like it goes both ways. Oopsies. Okay, so we have contract, and then we have worry in reverse, and then we have action. Okay. I feel like this is because this is like landed like almost like right on top of the... Sorry, I just had a brain fart on the 7th chakra card. I feel like this is talking about, yeah, this is like a spiritual contract. Like you guys do have some sort of contract in this life. And I feel as though that it has to play out the way that it's supposed to play out. Everyone has different beliefs and different things like that, so you don't have to believe that. That is my personal belief, that we do have soul contracts and we have ties to certain people, and that's why we feel so drawn to certain people sometimes, even people like, this is just an example, but you know, even people that like aren't so good for us. And then I do feel like when we do learn lessons, and I'm not saying this has to be for the situation, but I'm saying when we do learn lessons and stuff, that's kind of why sometimes like the feelings like just go away, and you're like, wow, how did I even like care about that person, or why did I even like put up with that person? And it's because like you had those lessons to learn. You know what I'm saying? This is just my personal intake. You don't have to agree with that whatsoever, but yeah, but the contract is coming out to say that, you know, maybe there are some contractual agreements that you still have to play out in this lifetime, which that could just be, you know, a love connection, that could be healing, that could be so many different things. Obviously it's different for every individual, but also this could also indicate, you know, maybe signing contracts with this person. Like maybe you guys had a lease together and stuff like that, or maybe you guys had payments or something that, you know, you signed that, you were contracted to or whatever. And I feel like this is causing some sort of stress or some sort of worry. Maybe this is like financial obligations as well, because we do have like this person wanting to be like the King of Pentacles. So maybe this person needs to attract more wealth into their life or put more work into whatever they're doing and create a more abundant life for them. But regardless, they want to take action towards this situation and towards you. It's like they're feeling the movement, and I feel like they're being pushed because we have so much like spiritual stuff here. They're being pushed regardless, you know. And then we have the worry, which is like definitely that 9 of Swords energy. And it says, I'm learning that worry does not change an outcome. So yeah, this person is definitely worried about how you're going to perceive them, how you're going to react, and what it's going to be, you know. And I think for, you know, it shows clearly right here. It's like, because this is what they want, you know, the 10 of Cups. They're pretty worried that they can't have that. And I did sense some fear of like having that as well too. So it's almost like damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing with this person. But either way, they're, you know, they're obligated to push through, contractually obligated. What I'm feeling like, no one's ever really obligated, but and they're feeling the movement. And I think they're feeling some sort of shift here and knowing that they have to take action. Maybe every day that they don't take action, they kind of worry a little bit more as well. And it's like they're constantly, because you're constantly on their mind, and they feel this pull of this like this otherworldly, other realmly stuff here as well. Yeah, so we have a woman holding a heart at the bottom in reverse. They may think that you don't want them anymore, or like you're not going to take care of their heart because of maybe things that they've done. Like maybe if you're upset with them, or you're not talking to them, you know, maybe they're like, this person isn't going to take care of my heart the way that I want. Hey, maybe it's well deserved. I don't know every situation for every one of you, but I think that that has something to do with the worry as well too. Like, how are you going to accept their love fully? Are you going to hurt them? And this could just be like, even if you guys are fine or whatever, and they're just worried about being hurt in general, you know. There's so many different things that this could be, and for some it could be like literally all of them, because people literally worry about everything. I know that that's what I try to stop doing a lot. Sometimes I catch myself worrying about like the most stupidest things, and then I like completely like have to like relax myself or like meditate or something, and then I'm like, okay, that was so stupid. So I'm just saying, hey, you know, we all relate. Okay, so now we're gonna get some channeled messages, and then we're gonna do the advice. So what are some channeled messages for my pile 1 that they want my pile 1 to know? What do they want my pile 1 to hear at this time, please? What do they want my pile 1 to hear at this time? Where did you even come from? Oh, that's sweet. They're like, why do you make me feel this way? Like, I've never felt this way about anyone else. What the hell? Like, now I have to be better for you. I have to do I'm just kidding. You're totally worth it. It should never be an option or a question, pile 1. If anyone has to level up for you or meet you, like, everyone should always meet you where you're at. You should never stoop to anyone's level. You should never have to lower your standards or anything like that. But yeah, this person is like, holy crap, like, what kind of connection is this? Where did this even come from? Maybe for some of you too, with this 5 of Pentacles and this Queen of Cups, this person maybe was like really alone before they met you as well too. Like, they were kind of like maybe trying to date and like single or whatever, and they were like, no one really, I don't want to say like no one was into them, but it's like they were just kind of not seeing something here. And this could have even been you. They may have not been seeing like the potential of this connection, and now all of a sudden they're like, holy crap, like, this is very strong. Like, what is this? What kind of witchcraft is this? And that happens a lot with soul contracts too. And that's kind of what I was saying. I was like, sometimes you feel so intense with somebody, and it's like you can't even like logically say why you feel like this, because if you like say it, like, you know, some people are like, I've only known this person for 2 months or like a month, and like I'm just like, you know, and there's probably some sort of contract there. Like, they were meant to come into this person's life, you know. And a soul contract isn't always just like a karmic like bad thing too. It's like, it just means that, yeah, like, you were meant to be in each other's lives. Okay, look, and then we have, I'm afraid you'll hurt me. And wasn't I just saying that? Okay, any more messages for my pile 1, please? Whoa, that just did like a complete flip. I always come running back to you. Yeah. Like the horses. Yeah, so I mean, this is really like, I always come running back to you, is really kind of like, where did you even come from? It's like this person can't run from this connection. They can't run from you, especially with this 7th chakra card right here. This is definite energy of like, no matter where I go, like, there you are. I cannot get you off my mind. Okay, so these are the ones that flipped over. We have, I'm always busy. I don't know how to act around you, and I'm still salty and butthurt. I think this person is still salty and butthurt from this like 5 of Pentacles type of stuff. I don't worry. I think this person's gonna definitely get over it, or they have to get over it, or, you know, or else what, you know. No, I'm just kidding. But I do see that I think this person does try to stay busy too, you know, to kind of relieve themselves. I don't know if they stay busy. Maybe they do need to like work a lot, or they're at work all the time as well too. So that kind of maybe is like helping them stay in this kind of avoidant energy. And so they're like, I don't think that maybe this person, or maybe sometimes they do, like maybe sometimes they do purposely stay busy to not have to think about their problems, think about their issues. But I was thinking like maybe that's for most of you, that's them like on a subconscious level. Like they're doing that subconsciously. They don't consciously know that. But yeah, then we have, I don't know how to act around you. That means that this person may act a little immature at times, or act up when they're around you, but due to like these intense feelings. So maybe there is some emotional immaturity here as well too. I do see with the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords that this person may normally like to think really logical about things and not really emotional, and not be the emotional type, because we don't have many cards that, you know, have a lot to do with emotions, except for maybe the Queen of Cups. And I feel like the Queen of Cups is more of your energy. So yeah, so maybe this person isn't very like in tune with their emotions yet, because I say yet because I do feel like this person has that coming. Like they're gonna have to eventually, you know, especially if you want a relationship, you have to deal with your emotions. You have to be emotionally aware and emotionally mature, and know maybe why you do some of the things that you do. And I think this is a lesson that this person is learning as well too. Like you can't just say whatever, do whatever. Okay, now I'm just saying things. But yeah, so I think that's what's frustrating too, like why this like was like, where did you even come from, came flying out first too, is because the fact that this person is so logical a lot of the time. Like they try to, you know, have like evidence for things. This person could maybe at first been like really like scientific or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and not really believe in a lot of that, you know, quote unquote woo woo stuff or whatever you want to call it. But I do feel like this connection and how they feel, especially with the contract and all of this spiritual, you know, cards and stuff, there's nothing really like logical about this. And I think that kind of makes them uncomfortable. Like they can't logically like pinpoint why they feel like this a lot of the time, or you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a spiritual connection. It's something beyond, you know, reason. And I think this person likes reason to clarify their emotions and stuff. They could have a lot of earth placements as well. They don't have to be an earth sign, but they could have like a lot of earth placements, and or maybe a lot of air placements too. And they could be also Aries, because we have Aries with the Emperor. Okay, so the first advice we have is the Strength card with, I can deal with whatever comes my way. And that's a beautiful advice, I think, for any situation. Like, no matter what's happening, no matter what this person decides, no matter what this person does, you're strong enough to overcome anything and any obstacle. And don't ever doubt for a second that you can't deal with it, whether this is your emotions, whether this is, oh, we also have Leo energy now with the Strength, but whether this is your own emotions, or this is someone else's actions or anything like that, or any effect that anything has on your life, you know, you're definitely strong enough to deal with it. And I feel like you've gained a lot of strength as well, like obviously throughout your life. And I think this card is coming out too to kind of commend you on that, because I'm also getting like sun energy, like, so shine light on your strength as well. Like, you are very strong and you've gotten yourself this far. So there's no need to doubt this all the time, for some of you if you do, you know. And I think it's the Herkimer diamond that's on here as well too, which I know diamonds, I don't know if the Herkimer diamonds do that as well, but I do know that diamonds, you know, they develop their strength under pressure, or they become a diamond under pressure, you know, that saying, you know what I'm talking about and stuff. And so whatever, you know, pressure you've ever been through, it's only made you stronger and more beautiful, because diamonds are beautiful. Okay, so any more advice for my pile 1, please? We have the 2 of Wands. I focus on what I want and I make it happen, and I welcome love and trust what it brings, with the Ace of Cups. So with this spread, I do feel like this is all about, you know, because we have the 2 of Wands and we have the Ace of Cups, I would say this is all about, you know, focusing on the, like, what am I trying to say? Focus on the qualities that you want, you know, in the future. Like, if, whether that's just from this person or new people in general, whatever the case is, you know, to really kind of zone in and focus on what it is that you want out of a partner and what it is that you don't want out of a partner. And you can obviously communicate that to this person, you know, in time, if they are, you know, if they do love you or they do want to make this work, you know, they definitely will listen to you. And if they don't, then obviously, you know what to do. But but yeah, and I think this is like about focusing on more positivity as well too, with the Ace of Cups, and gratitude as well may help you in tough times. I know sometimes when people are in tough times, or they're kind of going through it, the last thing they want to do is be grateful, or like if someone's like, just be grateful. Like I get that, like sometimes, like I'm like that too. I'm like, you know what, shut up, like I'm grateful all the time and right now, and that's okay. You're allowed to be like that as well too. But what I will say is, when I do stop being stubborn and I do like start thinking of like the little things, like even just if I look around and I'm just like grateful for the things around me, I swear I instantly start feeling better. It instantly raises my vibration, and it just puts me in a better mood, even if it's only for like 10 minutes. So if that's, you know, something you're into, do it. But yeah, this is all about like future thinking, and if you want better, you know, focus on the better, and only accept the better at this point, because I feel like with this Ace of Cups, you do have a new beginning for you. So now it's time to really zone in with this 2 of Wands and think about what it is that you want now and how you're going to get it, like get some sort of plan going. So yeah, I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much, pile 1. If you stayed till the end, don't forget to like and subscribe so you guys never miss another pick a card, and I will see you beautiful souls in the future. Bye. Hi, pile 2. Thank you so much for joining me. If you chose the Neoteric Feminine Tarot along with this piece of orange calcite, then welcome to your reading. So we're just going to hop straight in. Today we are asking the question of how the person on your mind is currently feeling towards you. So Spirit, if you could please tune me in to my pile 2's energy, and if you could please tune me into how the person on their mind is currently feeling about them. Thank you. Also, anything that they need to know about this situation, allow that to come out as well. Thank you. How does this person feel about my pile 2? We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the 8 of Pentacles. How are they feeling about my pile 2? We have the 8 of Wands. Interesting. Oh, there's like a little nut. I feel called to pull this one too. And then we have the Queen of Wands. We have 2 queens and 2 8s. Interesting. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers and then we will begin. Clarifying this Queen of Pentacles. Why is this Queen of Pentacles here? We have Justice and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Why is this Four of Cups here? We have the Hierophant. We also have the Tower for the Eight of Pentacles. And why do we have the Eight of Wands here, please? Why is this Eight of Wands here? We have the Ace of Wands. Wow. And we have the Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here? The Nine of Cups. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have Strength. Okay, I'm going to set this like over here. Okay. There you go. Okay. So I do feel like this person wants to bring in some sort of offer for you, pile 2. I feel like this person feels like you deserve more, deserve better with this Justice and this Queen of Pentacles. Like if you were ever very giving to this person or very generous or genuine, whatever the case is, you know, they kind of do feel like they want to repay that. And right now they're kind of contemplating, but I think if I could be quite honest, a little bit avoiding with this Four of Cups, some long-term commitment here. It's like they know they're seeing what you deserve here and they're wanting to give it to you because we have the Eight of Wands and then we have the Ace of Wands here, which that is inspired movement. You know, they do want to move this connection, I think, on a more deeper level here because we have the Queen of Wands here too. There's a strong attraction here with you. There's a very strong sexual energy and they know that you can, because we have the Nine of Cups clarifying the Queen of Wands, you know, they know that you can be fulfilling to them, but also they know that you could be fulfilled on your own. I feel like they feel like you're fine on your own. Whether you feel like that or not, I hope you feel like that, but whether you feel like that or not, you know, they're looking at you in a very high light and they're like, wow, this person may not even need me or whatever. So I feel like they're like, okay, now I want to make a move towards my pile 2 because, yeah, because, you know, the Queen of Wands is someone who can attract, you know, anyone that they really want. And I think this person, I don't know, I'm kind of sensing a little bit of jealousy with that as well too. Like they're like, oh my gosh, well, I need to like do something to make pile 2 mine or else someone else is gonna snatch them up. But yeah, so okay, so let's talk about, because okay, so we have like some avoidance for commitment here. So this person may have some commitment issues as well, or maybe just not even wanting to deal with that or like look at that right now, because the Four of Cups is like I said, an avoidant type of energy, or it's a contemplation energy. So maybe you also came in and made this person think about, you know, some commitment as well too. Like maybe this person's like, okay, I was not thinking about that. I was not thinking about being committed to anyone or anything. And then pile 2 came in and they're like, okay, all right, now I'm thinking about it. That could also be the case as well. But we have the Eight of Pentacles and then we have the Tower. So yeah, there is some internal changes that I feel like are needing to still be completed here. And I feel like this person is trying to work on themselves with the Eight of Pentacles, or trying to work on this situation, because the Eight of Pentacles is about hard work. It is about like mastery and also just working on things that you've already started. So I think that that has to do with this connection, like, you know, kind of continuing on working on this, but it's making this person a little bit uncomfortable, because I think when it comes to this like Hierophant here and this commitment and stuff like that, they're not used to that. And I think this has caused something internally, if that makes sense, with this person. You know what I'm saying? Because we have Justice here too. I feel like maybe if this person didn't see you in a certain light in the past, or this person wasn't able to meet you where you are in the past, they kind of do want to right that past wrong as well. But then we have the Knight of Pentacles as well too. So this is like slowly but surely. There also is a lot of indication of like working like an actual job, like money. Like maybe this person wants to bring you some sort of finance or help you out financially, or maybe they just know that they need to step up their game for pile 2. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I need to have more money, I need to have more this, you know what I'm saying? And I think this is kind of causing some, with the Tower here, some like massive changes in how they feel about themselves, one, and how they go about things, two. But yeah, so I reverted back to like, look at this 8 of Wands, like their energy is directed towards the Queen of Wands. Like they are, got their eyes set on the Queen of Wands right here, especially with the Ace of Wands too. Like they are inspired and they want to make this happen. Like they want this, you know, I think it's like they want you, because we're the Knight of Cups and that's like emotional fulfillment, what the wish fulfillment. So it's like they want to make this happen. They're just dealing with their own BS. I feel like right here, if that's making sense, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, maybe, we have Strength at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy as well too. So I feel like this person does feel like they need to, again, like they kind of need to step it up, but also maybe they need to be more stronger and more secure in themselves when dealing with you, because I think that the attraction that they have with you may actually bring out some sort of insecurity in some of them, like whether that's jealousy, possessiveness, or that's maybe even for some of you, this could even be running, whatever the case is. But I do feel like regardless, it's like they have their eyes set on you, but in the heart of the reading, we do have the 8 of Pentacles and the Tower. So it's like they're going to have to do some massive changes and do some massive work on themselves in order to make this what it is that both of you probably want, or what it is that they want. You know what I'm saying? And then we have the Knight of Pentacles coming out too with the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like slowly but surely, you know, they do want to bring you something, some sort of, and this, I think I'm hearing that this can indicate growth as well. Usually the Page of Pentacles indicates growth, but maybe because you and this person have known each other for a while, or if you haven't, maybe this person has been doing a little bit of their own work or going through their own kind of instances, especially with this Tower, you know, they are growing and evolving. I heard somewhat. So I guess it just take it where it resonates. Like they're almost like they are growing and evolving, and then it goes somewhat. Well, let's pull some other cards as well too to see. Okay, so what else do we need to know about how this person feels about my pile 2? Fear. Yikes. Okay. Worry. Oh my god. Rest and rejuvenation. It's not funny, but it was kind of, though, how dramatic it was when it came out. That was kind of funny. Yeah, okay, this is definitely the insecurities that I was sensing here, which makes sense because some of the only card besides the Tower kind of actually really shows some like deep insecurities, but I was for sure sensing that, and so this is kind of definitely confirmation. I do think this person worries about the future of this connection, and I think a lot of the fear is like you finding someone else. I think for some reason that's how I'm intuitively feeling. I feel like it's about you finding someone else, just because this person is viewing you in the light of the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. That is somebody that is stable, has their ish together, is very magnetic, charisma. Like the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles like put together is like that be, okay? And whatever you go by as, or whatever gender you feel like you are, it's not the point. You can be a bad bee and be any type of gender, and that's fine. But if you don't want to be that, then you don't have to be that either. Anyways, so we have rest and rejuvenation here, which I feel like is a call for this person kind of needing to cool off, or needing to kind of get some rest, and to think about things more clearly. Oh, this is the same type of energy in that 4 of Cups. I feel like this person has, you know, needs to be a little bit more grounded, and this will kind of go away, and then they'll get that inner guidance, or that guidance from their spirit team as well, on like what to do and what to do next, or how they should act, and so on and so forth. But I think this person for the most part is feeling the changes. The Tower can also indicate fear and worry, because all those things kind of do come with the Tower moment. And I think this person does try to hold it together, especially with this Eight of Pentacles. It's like they're trying to like hold it in or hold it together or make it seem like they got it all together, when really they're like at the inside, they're like melting, or they're like falling apart here. But for the most part, I think this person just needs some sleep too, and they need to like rest their mind. Like they just need to like give it a rest at some point in some time, because it's like they're kind of accumulating this energy over here, when really they need to be like in this calm state, like that's pictured here. Okay, so I just pulled another card, and then we have courage. So this is that strength, you know, to finding that inner courage to face their inner fears. And I think their inner fears are like fears of being hurt, fears of commitment, and fears of letting their ego go in a way. And that's why I was thinking that this person may have commitment issues, because this person does seem to be kind of in some sort of runner energy, but it doesn't seem like they can run from this connection, or they can run from you. And that's why they worry and they have so much fear surrounding it, because they're like, if I don't get my stuff together, if I don't be this person that pile 2 needs me to be, then I will definitely lose my pile 2, because I mean, this person is a great person. Like who wouldn't want to be with my pile 2? That's like what I'm feeling here. And I think that's really cute, but also kind of annoying, because it's like, yeah, if you feel this strongly, you know, then do it. And I think this person is going to gain the courage, you know, eventually, because that's why we do have strength. It's like they just need to I heard like man up, or they need to, it's like it's like they want something so bad, but they're so scared of it at the same time. It's very frustrating, like, you know, unbalanced tug of war type of pulling energy here. So I think this person, and you know, the Tower, it does describe that perfectly too. Like this person is like normally, like if this person was normally in the type of a connection, or not a connection, the type of person to be in connections to where like they were maybe a player, or they didn't settle down, or you know, they didn't let anyone like hurt them or anything like that. This is where this is coming from, and this is the need to actually be a stable and strong person, for not only for you, of course this is your reading and I'm all for you, but it's like for them as well too. Like I feel like they can't keep like going on like this. They can't keep running from these things. And especially, and I think that's the beauty of you in this person's life right now, pile 2, and the beauty of this connection, if I could be quite honest, is it's like you're making them have to face these fears, and you're making them have to either find courage, or they can, you know, run off and with their tail between their legs. Obviously everyone has the freedom of choice, but we know now what choice they want. It's just, are they going to do it? I guess you'll have to see. No. But let's get some channeled messages. I'm actually really interested to know what channeled messages are going to come up with this person. If it's like, okay, I'm going to just, if it's like, I'm scared you'll hurt me, I can see that as well too. But, okay, so we have, I want to get to know you more. That kind of flew. What are some messages that they want my pile 2 to know at this time? Oh my gosh. I want to look good for you. Oh, see, this person's like, I need to get my confidence up. I need to look good for my pile 2. Oh, this is cool. Like if this is a new person in your life, then I can definitely see that this is like, maybe that's why it was like the scared of commitment. Maybe this person was like a single for a while, or maybe this person just, yeah. Well, I guess it doesn't matter like how long you've known them. This person could be like still wanting to get to know you more, like on a deeper level as well. And also I think this is maybe like, I want to get to know you more like on like where your head's at, like what are you thinking, like what's going on with you, about how you feel about me, because I do think this person does want to impress you, like not only just want to look good for you, but like they want to impress you. And yeah, I knew they were looking at you in some sort of light. I was like, what is going on here? Like the way that they're viewing my pile 2, but that's good, you know. Oops. Oh, I thought that fell. Okay, let's get some more channel messages here. Oh, that's a lot. We have, I don't deserve you. We have, I wanted to reach out, but I kept stopping myself. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm holding back. Oh God, I love this one. At first, I only wanted to hook up, but now I'm hooked. Yeah, that's honestly, this right here is like that energy of what I was feeling in the beginning too. They're like, what the heck? Like now I have to face all these like issues I've been running from because I actually want something deeper with this person. And that's kind of like what I was feeling. I'm scared to fall in love again, and I'm going through a lot right now. Yeah, we just pulled them all, or all the ones that fell. Okay, so this is definitely in the same type of energy of what tug of war type of pulling. Like I want to get to know you more, but I'm holding back. If there was like petty arguments, I feel like this person obviously doesn't want to fight anymore, but with I don't want to fight anymore, I think this is like maybe fighting with themselves. Like I don't want to be constantly conflicted anymore about what I should do and how I should feel. And then I think it's like, obviously this person is going through a lot right now with the Tower. This could have to do with financial things and stuff like that in their life, like with work. Like this person could be going through a job change, job loss, or even like just a lot of changes in their life with the Tower. The Tower doesn't usually just affect one aspect of our life as well. It kind of affects a lot. Like we're usually, if we're going through a Tower moment, a lot of times we're going through massive changes in multiple areas of our life. But anyways, yeah, this I don't deserve you. This person for some reason feels a little bit unworthy. This for some of you, this could have been past actions that have made this person like quite literally unworthy. And for some of you, this is just their insecurities of like, I want to look good for you. I think my pile too. You know how I was saying, like you're like in this queen energy and this radiant energy, and they're like, oh my gosh, I have to like that. I think they just think you're out of their league, pile two. If I can just be simply put it, I think a lot of you, they think that you're out of their league. And then obviously I'm scared to fall in love again. And that's kind of sad. It just means that they were either hurt in the past or, you know, and that's why they're holding back here. Very interesting. I feel like this person is very conflicted and not used to having these emotions. I think maybe this person has avoided this type of connection for a long time, and I think they can't avoid it with you, or that's unavoidable at this point in time. So let's go ahead and get some advice for you. So what advice do we have for pile 2 here, please? We have the Devil. I am free of whatever's holding me back. Interesting. Okay, let's get some more advice first before I talk about it. We have the 5 of Swords. I will heal myself. And we have the 4 of Wands. The universe brings me all I need to feel blissful. This is beautiful energy. This is a really powerful message too. The bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. Okay. This is all about, you know, I think this is about you and this person. But this is your advice, so I'm just going to speak for you. This is about you, like, really breaking free and like not letting anyone control your emotions, not letting anyone affect you in a way that takes away your own happiness and takes away your feeling of freedom in your own life and things like that, you know. And I think it's like, regardless of what you've been through, you're very strong here, and like it says, you will heal yourself and you will heal from this. And I think right now, with this advice, because it is the 5 of Swords, the Devil, and the 4 of Wands, I do feel like there's it's almost as if Spirit is saying to not even deal with things that right at this point in time that take away your peace. Or not even deal with things that take away your happiness, and kind of let things play out the way that they're supposed to play out. That doesn't mean like whether this person, you have to completely stop talking to them if that is the case here. It's just, I think maybe some strong codependencies right here that I feel you may have, or attachments to connections that you may have. It's time to not let them control you, or it's time to free yourself from them, and to know that you're completely satisfied and full on your own regardless. I feel like a lot of you know that. So when I'm saying this, maybe some of you are like rolling your eyes or whatever, and you're like, ugh, yeah, I know that, whatever, Vibrational Tarot, I've heard that before. But it's like, I think this is like, no, like really feeling fulfilled and really being happy in your life, whether you have somebody or not. Like if someone can't commit to you at this time, you know, you obviously see how they feel about you, and like how they look at you, but you still don't have to put in all the work and all the effort to make this person come to you or make this person come around to you. You know what I'm saying? This person needs to do that in their own time. And sometimes that comes with, you know, them thinking that they lost a chance or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, regardless, you know, of what your mind tells you to, you're still okay, and you're still gonna be good, even though your mind might play tricks on you and think that you need people, or that people are making you feel any worse, or that none of that is true. Like, you're always worthy, and you're always able to come to this Four of Wands, you know, place of happiness and celebration and just enjoy as well, which I do feel like you have a lot of that as well too, because, you know, this orange calcite and like all this colors, and then like all of these orangey beautiful warm colors here are telling me that, you know, you are a very warm, inviting, loving person and stuff. And so with that, you know, especially with the Queen of Wands, with that magnetic energy, you do have to watch and spiritually cleanse yourself, and, you know, and watch about who is in your energy all the time as well too, because you can build up a lot of other people's, you know, ickiness, or, you know, even your own as well too. That's just kind of the curse and the gift and the curse with being, you know, lovely and magnetic, is you attract everything. So, yeah, maybe spiritual practices, spiritual cleansings as well for advice too, is something to take place. Spiritual baths, showers, crystals, whatever it is, whatever, you know. I like, me personally, I like those sprays, the energy sprays. Oh my gosh. And then you get the ones like, with Reiki charged crystals in there, and then they have like the sage water and the Palo Santos water and stuff, I think, and you just spray it around. Man, those are like an instant boost, and also the boost energy boost, and like, and it clearing. And also if you don't like a lot of smoke and stuff, or like, I like smoke cleansings, I feel like they work great as well, but sometimes I have really sensitive fire alarms. And so sometimes I just don't want to worry about setting the fire alarm off. So sprays like that are really good. But yeah, so just any kind of thing that cleanses you, or even ask your spirit team, you know, every once in a while to, while you sleep, to cleanse your energy, cleanse your aura, and clean out all the gunk and everything that's not yours. They definitely will do it, just as long as you ask. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't even have to be while you sleep. You can tell them, ask them right now, and they'll do it. But yeah, so I hope this reading helped and got you some sort of clarity, pile 2, in whatever situation. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys again. Bye. Hi pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this piece of blue calcite or the Fountain Tarot deck, then this is your reading. So today we are asking the question of how the person on your mind currently feels about you. So what are their current thoughts and feelings when it comes to my pile 3? So Spirit, if you could please tune me in to my pile 3's energy. And if you could please tune me in to how the person on their mind is currently feeling about them and about the connection. Thank you. Okay, how is the person on my pile 3's mind feeling about them? What's going on with them? We have the Ace of Cups, and we have the 9 of Wands. There's kind of a lot of cards. I think I'm just going to grab the Hierophant. Actually, yeah. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. How is this person feeling about my pile 3? We have the World. This is crooked for you. What's straight for you is crooked for me. That's so funny. I have it wrong. Oh well. All right. And we have the 6 of Swords. Interesting. Clarifying this Ace of Cups. Why is this Ace of Cups here, please? We have the 5 of Wands. Why is this 9 of Wands here, please? Oopsie daisy. We have the Lovers. Interesting. We also have the 3 of Swords, which I feel I'm going to keep right here. Clarifying the world. We have the Sun. Oh. And then the 6 of Swords, we have the 2 of Coins, so the 2 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot here. Interesting stuff. Okay, so I can see this person wants some sort of like new beginning here with this Ace of Cups. It's the first thing that came out, but the fact that it's clarified by the 5 of Wands is telling me that they're still very conflicted. Now I see with the 9 of Wands that you and this person may have been through a lot together, and I feel like because of the 9 of Wands is here, like it's like they do want to keep trying and keep pushing, because we have the Lovers clarifying it because of how they feel for you. They know that you are some sort of divine counterpart, or at least the one for them with the Lovers. And this is all about making choices as well too, and choosing love. So I think this is this person deciding to want to keep pushing forward, or want to keep moving here. And then we do have the Hierophant, which is all about, I think, you know, towards a commitment, a long-term commitment here with you and this person. Now I think the thing blocking this is this person's pain. We have the 3 of Swords. So this person, whether you and them have gone through a lot, like I said with this 9 of Wands, or there was some separation, or there was something that has caused a rift in this connection. And if that's not the case, then this is just this person's like life experiences or fears, doubts, whatever is coming through is this sort of block here as well too. So I do feel like there is a cycle ending with the world within this connection, and I do feel like this is all about this person expanding their perspective, because the world is really about expansion. And I think that whatever has happened right here, they've got some sort of different perspective, and they've kind of expanded their perception. So maybe how they were first viewing things in the beginning, or maybe in the recent past, they're starting to look at things differently now, especially with the Sun here. They're starting to look at it as more like a more positive thing. Like maybe they feel that, you know, they have the world when they are with you. And also, you know, with that expansion of the perspective, this comes with shining light on that as well too. So the Sun does indicate clarity here as well too. And so with that new perspective, we have the 6 of Swords. So it's like, yeah, they're kind of wanting to get away from maybe old conflicts and old ways of doing things, and trying to embrace this change with the 2 of Coins. Both of these cards do indicate some change. This indicates a transition, and you're changing. So you're like still in the transition, and this indicates, you know, choosing to prioritize your change and balancing your change and things like that as well with the 2 of Coins here. So it's like, I feel like this person is realizing that maybe their priorities weren't in the right or they weren't in the right mindset, and they didn't have their priorities straight. And so now they're kind of like wanting to move this connection and move on from maybe the past, and reprioritize and work with these changes that they want to bring into this connection. I'm hearing that maybe these are the changes that you've been wanting to bring in as well. Maybe this was the vocalization, like you vocalized you want these changes with this person. And with that, I think that's like their old perspective. Like maybe when you would say that you want this or you want this, before they weren't able to hear you correctly because they were viewing you through a different perspective or a different lens. And I think that had a lot to do with this 3 of Swords, or maybe they just weren't in the right mindset to hear it. Now they feel like they have some sort of clarity or some, like, you know, perspective change. And I think they're viewing this in a more positive light here. And then so we have the Chariot, which is all about willpower and, you know, moving forward and continuing on here. Bottom of the deck, underneath that, we have the Fountain, which I love this card. It rarely comes out in this deck. And this is all about, you know, the fountain of knowledge in this deck, at least. And I think this in a love reading, this is very beautiful, because this is about, like, you know, finding your own fountain, but also like feeling like you hit a jackpot, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I always think of, like, when this comes out, like in love readings, you know, I always think of like back in the olden days when like you found like an oil well, like that means that the person was like super rich. I think it still does now, but I don't know. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you hit a jackpot, like the fountain, and like, oh my gosh, the fountain of love. You know what I'm saying? Kind of reminds me of this Ace of Pentacles card as well too. Now I'm kind of drawn to the Five of Cups under here. Yeah, so it just getting over this initial loss or getting over these past issues is something that this person kind of wants to, and that is about that perspective change into a more positive perspective, because the Five of Cups is usually you're kind of looking at things from a glass half empty, or like you're still looking at things in sort of a loss and you're not really dealing with what it is that you still have. So I think this person's mindset is starting to shift, and I think there's some sort of motivation here that this person's starting to get. The only thing I think is like this person feels conflicted with this new beginning or doing this, because I think this person feels conflicted about maybe how they're going to be perceived. And also I feel like they're conflicted about how maybe you will perceive this as well. So like if this is possible, the Five of Wands could indicate also, you know, like arguments and fights and kind of butting heads as well. And so this could be what they're trying to move away from with this Six of Swords and this Two of Pentacles, and kind of go into a more, you know, positive, you know, aspect. Now, I think this is just how this person feels right now about like where they want to be. I think this person has been contemplating, but I'm hearing that this person still does have certain blockages that are stopping this person from actually doing this at this point in time, because we have the Six of Swords, which is like a transitional card, which means that, you know, it's not fully complete yet. The transition's not fully complete yet. They're probably not exactly there where they need to be, and but they are going there. Like they're making some moves, I guess, you know. And then we have the Chariot as well, which does mean movement, pushing forward, you know, all that like we were talking about. So I think it's not like it's all hope's lost, you know what I'm saying? It's I don't know. Never mind. Okay, let me just stop talking. So let's get some oracles. We are going to pull some channeled messages from this person, as well as some advice for you too, pile 3. So any more information about how this person feels about my pile 3? We have Journey in reverse. How does this person, oopsies, we have relationships, and we have the World coming in reverse again. So we have the World twice. Interesting. Okay. And then we have Abundance, and then we have Door to Romance. Okay, that's enough cards. Bottom of the deck, we have Door to Personal Healing and Happiness in reverse. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like right now this person, whatever's happening in this connection, this person does feel like they're kind of a little stuck. That's the message that I got with this Journey in reverse. It's like they do feel like you are a part of their journey and they want to continue on this journey with you. But right now it's just kind of at a pause. And I think that's maybe why this World is coming in reverse as well. Because I kept hearing like with the World and then the Sun, it's like you mean the world to them. And they may feel like, you know, they can conquer the world with you. And so if you are in a separation with this person, or at this time, or you're having some sort of difficulties at this time, they're kind of feeling like that's blocked as well too. And then we have the relationships. I'm attracted to those who serve my higher good. Now I'm really drawn to the actual phrase, not just the, you know, the relationships part. I do feel like this has a lot to do with this, you know, Hierophant, this relationship, commitment, healing, things like that. And it's like, I feel like maybe you have pushed this person to be better, or you've pushed this person to actually do better, or maybe made them think they want to be better in some sort of way, because it's like, you know, I'm attracted to those who serve my higher good. They're realizing that maybe you do serve a higher purpose in this person's life as well, or at least this is spirit kind of coming through to say, yeah, you do kind of serve, you know, there's growth here is what I'm trying to say. For some reason with this pile, like, oh my gosh, with this pile, I feel like my words are coming out real jumbled, and I'm like, and I would like to think normally I'm not like that. So maybe this person does kind of still feel hesitant about expressing themselves. Maybe this person's not good at expressing their feelings as well too, and they're kind of still scared a little bit. So maybe that's why when I say the things that I say, it comes out a little bit like hesitant. It's like, oh well, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And maybe that's like how this person is kind of feeling when it comes to emotions and things like that. But then I like it how it's all like This deck kind of does, it has that color though, but like it's kind of all like blue and kind of murky, and then we got, boom, these beautiful red vibrant colors. I love that, because this is like this is the door to romance opening, number 33, and then we have abundance. So I do feel like right now what they truly do want is to open this door. I think they're just going through their own like blockages and maybe past issues within this connection, and that's where they're wanting to get away from, because they do view this connection as a very abundant connection here. You know, it says, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So maybe they just feel like, that's what I was getting with this world, like maybe with you they feel like they can do things with like together, like with you, like they're stronger with you, they're able to attract more wealth with you, you know, more abundance with you, and also abundance, you know, and in love. And I feel like they right now with that journey in reverse as well, maybe this is like why they're like, oh, it's like put on hold, it's kind of stuck right now, this journey between you and them, but they're, you know, deeply wanting to open this door again. And I love the image. It has a heart in a cage. So maybe this is like, yeah, unleashing their heart, you know, unlocking letting their heart out of the cage and being open and honest and what it is that they want to be. That's going to bring in the abundance in this connection as well, you know. Let's do the channel messages. I was going to say, I think this is going by pretty fast, but no. Going by just as it should. All right, so what are some messages for my pile 3? What does this person want my pile 3 to know, please? I want to look good for you. This person wants to impress you. They could be working out and stuff as well too, and they want to like look good for you. My last relationship wrecked me. So this is again confirmation that they are still healing from some sort of past commitment, or I think for a lot of you too, this is like maybe your past for some of you, but for some of you, this is someone who was in a long-term commitment where that led to a lot of heartbreak. But here with you, they're seeing, you know, they're seeing the potential here in this connection with you, and that makes perfect sense for why this frustration was here, you know, like of like this new beginning and love and all of that stuff. So we have, I'm holding back. Yeah, this is making sense too. This is kind of, again, like what we were just talking about too, like this journey in reverse, and then this, you know, I'm conflicted. So with this Ace of Cups, you know, I don't know if I'm going to offer this yet, and blah, 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 you know, that kind of stuff. This person does seem to be holding back because they do have, you know, a lot of, I feel like, you know, they do have a lot of potential with this connection and a lot of love to give, and they do see a lot of potential and a lot of love here with you. It's just this is the blockage of what I was talking about with that 3 of Swords. Like I was like, they can see themselves in this commitment here. You know, they do want some sort of long-term commitment, but there's a block. And it's obviously causing them to hold back, and they're causing them to be hesitant and maybe even overthink things, maybe overanalyze things as well. And, you know, the Chariot does also, I mean, I think I said that, but it talks about willpower as well, too. So this person, you know, in order to get through these blocks, they would have to push, and they would have to, you know, have willpower to overcome these fears, or to overcome, you know, the letting go of the past and just starting fresh. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's very fitting for this energy. Okay, what else does this person want my pile 3 to know? I regret so many things. This could just be, like I said, I do feel like for some of you, this is, actually, I think for most of you, this is like the past of this connection. Like you guys did have history and do have history. So this person is like maybe regretting some of the things that they've done. They're regretting how things happened, or maybe even for some of you, how things ended. But, and then if that's not the case, I regret so many things. I just feel like this person just has a lot of regrets in their life and like their past. Maybe they regret that whole past relationship all together, you know, that one they're like, oh, but you know, they're just not seen, I think, in a way of like they've learned, you know, and you can always take the past for any situation as an opportunity to learn and to grow. And if you don't like the way something made you feel, and it was like their fault or like their actions, you know, you don't do that again and stuff. And so it's not like this person is a complete victim to their circumstances, but I do just feel like they still need some warming up to do for whatever reason. And then we got the sun here, so you know they should be pretty warm soon. Okay, I'm starting to fall for you, and I was only looking out for myself at the time. And then we have unblock me right now. I do want to say though, when this card comes out, a lot of the time, if this person has blocked you, this does indicate that they probably will unblock you soon. I've just noticed that in my own personal life and also in readings too. So we'll see about that one. But yeah, so I think this person may have gotten triggered by something here, like something that kind of like stirred up these like inner feelings in there. And I think this is why like they may have been only looking out for themselves. You know, they could have been looking for like anything, any problem and any issue and like anything to run. And so, you know, with that being said, ooh, look at the bottom. It says, I see you in my dreams all the time. This person definitely could be having dreams about you. Ooh, and underneath that we have, I want you so bad. Ooh, pile 3. What is going on here? Okay. But yeah, so I think this person is really reserved, and that's why it's like they try to protect themselves and protect their feelings. That's why it's like when I was only looking out for myself at the time, and then, but they can't help but like having these feelings, you know, and like starting to fall. It's like they can't resist this, you know. And I think the more that they try, maybe the more their subconscious tries to tell them, and that's why they have dreams. Because I know sometimes I have real vivid dreams about like people in my subconscious that I try to avoid, and then you can never, even in your sleep, you can't avoid it, you know, like comes out. And it's not even like people that I want or anything like that. It's just people that I'm just like, go away. Leave. Okay, so these are the channel messages. Now we are going to pull some advice. What is the advice here for my pile 3, please? What advice do we have for my pile 3? We have the 5 of Swords. I will heal myself. I feel like a lot of these messages are kind of a little bit similar, but not at the same time to the messages in pile 2. And we're having some of the same advice come out as well too. And then we have the Moon. So my intuition guides me to the right decision. And then we have, I'm going to get that one too. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool, but we have the King of Pentacles. I am sure of my place in the world. And then we have Judgment. I look back with compassion for myself. This is really important right here. Again, Judgment, I'm getting Archangel Gabriel vibes, and he's been coming out in almost like every reading, and he's been coming out in my own personal life at this time as well right now. So what I know personally about working with Archangel Gabriel is that he does help, and he does come when you are going through massive changes and massive transitions. That's usually why that's why he's depicted as the Judgment card, and the Judgment card does talk about learning from the past, moving on from the past, but taking what you've learned. And also it does talk about judgment, like, you know, karma and things like that. But so if you are feeling like you're going through major shifts, major changes, he is someone who will help you with that. And also the message on this card is very important, to not really be mean to yourself about past choices that you've made. Like, we all go through things, we all make mistakes, we all do things, and we all heal from these things as well. And I think the 5 of Swords with you, pile 3, is like maybe to not burden yourself so much mentally, since the Swords is mental. It's our thoughts and things like that, like things that you can't control or you can't fix right now at this time. You know, don't really burden yourself. You don't need to burden yourself with that as well too. And then we have the Moon, which it literally says, my intuition guides me to the right decisions. Like, you are intuitively guided right now at the time, and you know what it is you need to do. So don't fight those intuitive feelings and those nudges at this time, because they're trying to lead you somewhere great and beautiful. And then the King of Pentacles, I feel like this is all about grounding as well. And it says, I'm sure of my place in the world. This is very much root chakra energy. If you feel like you sometimes get a little unsure, ungrounded, you're in too much in your head, please, please, please work on your root chakra, ground yourself. That helps tremendously to make us feel, you know, even just safe in our own body at times. I know I used to avoid grounding a lot. And when I first started like my spiritual journey, I was really only into like the upper chakras, because I was like, you know, intuition, things like that, all the metaphysical stuff, blah, blah, blah. And no, you get really ungrounded, and you still have to remember that, you know, you're a human and a person in a body, and you need to sit. It's basically like I needed to sit my butt back down and be here some of the time when I'm needed here. And this helps a lot when you're going through changes too, to stay grounded and to not let the worries of the future or the unknown with the moon really get you all worked up and stuff in this moment, to come back to reality, because you are a secure person and you are safe. A lot of the times too, when I'm meditating, or you can even say this right now, it helps so much. But if you just literally like say the words, I am safe, I just feel so much better. It's like you feel this. It's so like, you say it right now if you can, if you have time or whatever, if you're in the position. But yeah, even just like take a breath and say it right now. And I strongly feel that you will benefit from it, and you will feel the healing. I guess it's healing. The safety wash over you. I don't know what to call it. Anyways, well, I hope this helped, pile 3. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss another reading, and I will see you again. Bye.